I have a right to work here.
He has a right.
I have a right to be here. And
You're
I'm
arresting
not
him.
to tell students they need to tell puberty blockers.
You're arresting him
Not
because
to
he
tell
won't
students
endorse
that they need to
transgender
take
ideology.
puberty
Shame upon you.
Here at Wilson's Hospital School, Enoch Burke, teacher, been arrested for not accepting transgenderism.
Nor should I. And I'm not going to turn my back on my duty to my students.
I'm not going to turn back on my duty.
No, you don't have a duty to do what's wrong.
No, you never
and to
have a
bring me
duty to
before
do
the
what's
court. To bring me before the court.
Inside those
No,
gates.
to bring me before the
Even though
court.
there's abuse.
This is a
Puberty
disgrace.
blockers.
Children are being
Puberty
taught
blockers.
to tell a young boy.
Surgery.
Yes, surgery, mutilation.
Yes.
Mutilation.
It's a
And
disgrace.
an absolute
Mutilation.
disgrace.
Disgrace.
Mutilation.
An absolute
You're
disgrace.
telling a
Puberty
boy that
blockers.
he's gender
You have
neutral.
conscience.
Yeah, that he has to take chemicals. That he has to take
He has
chemicals.
broken no law.
That he has to take
broken no
I'm not going
chemicals.
to be heavy-handed.
No, that he has to take chemicals.
I'm not going to be heavy-handed.
He has broken no law.
Shame upon you.
You have no right.
Shame upon you, Garvey. Shame upon you.
You have no right to do this.
This is where I
This
should
is an
be.
innocent teacher, a Christian man.
Broken no
And
law.
I won't.
Shame upon you, Garda Síochána.
Burke has broken no law. He has broken no law.
I have a right to my job.
His
I have a right to
constitution.
work here.
He has a right.
I have a right to be here. And
You're
I'm
arresting
not
him.
to tell students
You
they
won't
need to
promote
tell
puberty
puberty
blockers.
blockers.
You're arresting him
Not
because
to
he
tell
won't
students
endorse
that they need to
transgender
take
ideology.
Shame upon you.
Shame on you. Shame on you.
Shame on you, man. Shame.
So you've just seen what happened there. We're here at Wilson's Hospital School in County Farnham, County Westmeath. Enoch Burke just thrown in the back of a Garda van, locked up, taken away from his place of work. It was demanded of him that he accept, that he endorse transgenderism. And this is the result of it today. He said no, and he's been taken away in a Garda van.
Now, Enoch Burke didn't appear in court on Friday. I was there with Amy, my daughter, and of course we were removed from the court at the end for simply asking Justice Barry O'Donnell, did he not care that children are being abused at this stage in Irish schools? Because using the they pronoun is the first step in puberty blockers, abuse, surgery, terrible agony for young people, maybe regret, suicide.
Yes.
This is a fact.
That's the truth.
Justice Barry O'Donnell sitting there waiting to interrogate my son when he would appear. Now, Justice Barry O'Donnell was nominated last year to be a judge of the High Court by our first gay or sodomite Taoiseach, Leo Varadkar, who has since skipped it and nobody knows why. But he was nominated and appointed, of course, by the socialist President Michael D. Higgins to a judge of the High Court. Before that, as a barrister, he had worked for many years with TUSLA. Now, we know that TUSLA are promoters, big-time promoters of transgender ideology,
yes,
of LGBTQ plus, anything you want, transgender ideology. Barry O'Donnell, as a barrister, worked for many years with them. He was one of their most high-paid barristers in 2016 to 2018, earning over, up on €400,000, almost $500,000 of taxpayers' money from TUSLA. Now, TUSLA, the way they work is in camera. The vulnerable family are taken in behind closed doors. No press, no public. Nobody there to stand up for them. The majority of them have legal aid solicitors who are also working for the state. You have Barry O'Donnell, a barrister, working for TUSLA, promoters of every anti-Christian, I would say, idea. You will not get a job with TUSLA if you're a real Christian. If you believe that God made them male and female, you will not get a job with TUSLA. He was the second highest paid barrister out of 77 barristers, second highest paid in that period of time, earning almost $500,000. What a mockery. What an absolute mockery of justice.
It's the destruction of young
Absolute destruction of young people. And my son has been taken now, been handcuffed and been taken to Mountjoy prison again. It's a disgrace on our country. Shame on every teacher. Shame on every teacher who is abusing a child by teaching them such satanic wickedness behind these gates of these schools. Shame upon